Hey everybody, welcome back to the picks. Week 2 of the playoff wild card weekend. What a weekend. I'm joined by Earl, Frank, and Cut. We're all here. How you guys doing tonight?
Amazing.
Good. Playoff pig is here.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, dude, I was worried. So last week,
Well, I
wild
was
card
late.
weekend, a lot of good games. The Seahawks was probably one of the most crucial picks that 3 out of the 4 of us got wrong. Frank going out on the limb over the Rams. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think Goff was going to come back in and have the game that he did, especially coming right off the surgery. So basically, for each of the first rounders, those teams are worth 1 point. If they carry on and you pick that team again, you'll be able to score 2 points off of them in the next round. So Cut had the best record, 5-1. Frank and myself tied at 4-2, and Earl had 3 wins, 3 losses. So the points total is Cut with 5, Frank with 4, me with 4, and Earl with 3. So we're headed into these playoff picks. Cut, since you have 5 points and you're leading, you can start off with today's picks.
All right, sounds good to me. Packers and Rams. I'm definitely going to take the Packers here. I think, I don't think the Rams are going to do it twice, 2 upsets in a row. It's just not going to happen. They have a great defense, but Aaron Rodgers is just too good. Ravens, Bills. I like Lamar. I think he's going to have a pretty good playoff run next year, but this is definitely the Bills' year. I think they're going all the way. Bills over Ravens. Browns and Chiefs. So the Chiefs are 10-point favorites here.
Whew.
And I think that's mad disrespect to the Browns, especially how they steamrolled the exposed Steelers last week. They did let up a little bit at the end, but I'm still going to go Chiefs over Browns here. This game's going to be close, though. And then the last game of the weekend is Saints and Tampa. The Saints are 3-point favorites, but I think Tom Brady's going all the way, so I got Tampa over the Saints.
All right. And if you're out there and you're viewing and you're wondering how the points totals cut, since he had 5 correct picks, if he were to pick those teams again, they would be worth double this round. And if those picks would then make it the next round, they'll be worth double as well. So he's getting 1 point for the Packers because they didn't play last week. 2 points on the line by picking the Bills, 2 points picking Tampa, and 1 point picking Kansas City. That's just the math that we're using. We'll probably change it up next season. I'll start it off next. Packers, Rams. You see what I'm wearing, green and gold all day. Go Pack, go. Ravens, Bills. Honestly, I disrespected the Ravens last week. I thought the Titans were going to put up more of a game. Lamar Jackson was playing phenomenally, but Bills Mafia are going to put those MFers through a table. So going Bills Mafia for that one. Kansas City versus Browns. Cut and I were talking about it. 10-point favorites. It's crazy. The Browns last week didn't have their head coach. They were missing half of everybody. The Steelers are the worst 12-4 team I've ever seen in my entire life. I think Kansas City. If you're taking bets here, I think Kansas City does beat them by. I don't think they cover the spread. I think Kansas City is just too explosive of an offense, and they just roll the Browns. I am happy to see all those salty Steelers players, by the way. And then the last game, Saints Tampa. You got Tom Brady, you got Drew Brees, 2 legends in the playoffs. This one's a tough one. I've been going back and forth all day, but I hate the Saints. So I'm going Tampa Bay. Hate the Saints. So Tampa Bay. All right, Frank.
I like that.
All right. So Playoff Pig advised me against any crazy picks this week.
Interesting.
So Packers, Rams. I've got the Packers winning this. Ravens, Bills. I think Lamar is a one-trick pony. Bills get it done, and they're just – I don't know if you could stop Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen right now. Browns, Chiefs. I agree with Taylor and Cut. I think this Browns game is going to be a lot closer. Chiefs almost lost to Atlanta earlier in the season. They lost they missed the field goal. Atlanta missed the field goal and they lost the game. But I got Chiefs winning this. It's gonna be closer than everyone thinks. And then I'm on board with you, Taylor. I cannot stand Sean Payton. I think he's a smug ass poopy face.
What an
So I've
insult.
got Tampa Bay winning this, probably on a field goal, but Tom Brady gets it done. Bucks
I think that Browns game is going to be close. If I could put money on it, I'd put money on the Browns with 10 points, dude. That's a big spread.
That is a big spread, especially for the playoffs.
If
Yeah.
it was legal to vote in Florida, bet on sports in Florida, I would. But
That's
not.
crazy. That's like
Actually,
the one thing that's not illegal out there.
I
You're
bet
forgetting-
the
it's not legal.
over. I bet the over on Tampa last weekend, and they fucked me.
Oh, they played terrible.
rough.
That was one of
I
the worst
bet the
games.
over. The
horrible.
line was 9. I bet the over, and they won by 8.
But what
Damn.
we're all forgetting before Earl picks is this is Andy Reid coming off of a bye week, so he's got a plan of a plan
Yeah.
of a plan,
Yeah.
dude. He's playing
Yeah,
chess.
it's
while y'all
also
are playing checkers.
playoffs. Andy Reid. He's only won all the games one time.
Just
Dude, he led the Eagles to 3 straight conference titles.
He's lost more playoff games than he's won.
Wow.
We
I'm
can't
not
all be
gonna
Bill
argue that.
Belichick.
Yeah.
Okay? We can't all be Bill and Tom from prior years.
but
Oh,
cut.
man. I'm already living in the past. It's only been 9 months.
The reason you can't bet on sports in Florida is because the Seminole tribe have a monopoly on gambling in the state.
They deserve it.
Interesting. Gotcha.
They do.
Yes,
All
take
right.
all the
All right.
pills you want, but you can't bet on sports.
No.
All right, Earl, you're up.
All right. I'm actually pretty excited for this Packers-Rams game. I really hope Donald plays. The Rams defense is pretty good, but the Packers are going to be too much. Bills-Ravens. Boy, this one is exciting. 2 of the hottest teams right now. A really good Bills defense going against Lamar Jackson. Excuse me. But I'm on that Bills Mafia train. Let's go. Chiefs over Browns. I don't know if this one's going to be close or not, man. I could see the Chiefs blowing the doors off them. But the Browns do have a good offense, so they might keep it close. Bucks over Saints. I think the Saints have beat the Bucks twice this year. But the third time's a charm for old Tom Brady, and the Bucks get it done. More so because I want to see Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Rematch.
Yeah, those are my picks there.
Couldn't agree more with your picks. You all are smart motherfuckers.
Now, if you're out there and you're wondering, hey, you guys all picked the same teams, that's because we're smart. Okay. Second of all,
Yeah.
but that
I'm not.
that-
There's only one underdog out there that was picked, and it's Tampa Bay.
but essentially, if all of these teams make it, then you got to pick on the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game. And I'm going to tell you what, right now, if it's Kansas
Those are
City Bills,
toss-ups.
man, toss. 'em.
Dude, I want the best games the next round. So I want the
Yeah,
teams that I
yeah.
think are going to make the best games the next round.
And
They're also smart picks. I don't think any of those are dumb picks. I think it's
Yeah,
crazy that
yeah.
Tampa's 3-point underdog.
Yeah, nothing against the Saints. I think they're a really good football team, but you're going
Fuck Sean
against
Payton.
playoff Tom Brady.
yeah,
Yeah,
playoff Tom. You know,
Tom with a not so crazy Antonio Brown to throw the ball to.
Man, he's looking good.
I
He
did
is
like
looking
last
good.
week when the Rams did win because I hate Pete Carroll. I hate the Seahawks.
Agreed.
I'm glad they lost at home. They didn't have
Mm-hmm.
a 12th man because of COVID, so COVID's not entirely terrible. Okay.
That was a good. The league won that day. Let's be honest.
All right,
The
everyone
league
mark
won when
this
the
down.
Rams-
Everyone mark this down. Taylor thinks COVID was a good thing.
Yeah, dude, just take one soundbite and run it on CNN.
Yeah.
okay?
Hashtag don't cancel.
And hey, going to last week, I picked Tennessee with expectations of them losing. So half a point there. Come on.
I mean, if there was a
get
blind,
nothing.
if there was a blind faith point,
You
then I
won. You
think
won the regular season. You get nothing.
I
No,
think-
0.
I think if there was a blind faith point, I think Frank would have took it all because he would have had so many of those blind faith points.
Oh
Yeah.
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 But yeah, it was a real exciting week on football last week, and one of my favorite things about teams being eliminated from the playoffs are trade rumors. You've got Deshaun Watson; he could be on the move everywhere.
Yeah. Anybody.
could, yeah.
I mean, he's a
There's
good.
like
He's a
13
good
teams I
quarterback.
saw that are
man.
like eligible for him, that have like the cap space and the draft capital to be able to pull
The
him.
Finns, the
Dude,
Patriots.
I think the Miami trade would be really, really interesting.
That'd be crazy.
That would be interesting.
And then Fitzgerald's like, I'm still here, baby.
Larry?
Not Fitzgerald, Fitzpatrick. Wrong Fitz. Wrong Fitz. No,
You
no.
racist piece of.
But Fitzpatrick, he'll still be in Miami. But Fitzgerald, they have it rumored that he's retiring finally.
Dude, Deshaun
Yeah, they said that
Watson
last year
comes in.
too.
Yeah, but
And Miami is projected to get Devontae Smith from Alabama in the draft.
don't
this
hate
year.
it.
They're picking third.
Yeah, they do have the third overall pick.
which is
Miami
from
hate
originally
it.
Houston.
Yeah.
And
What a smart move by that coach.
No, I
That's
think it's
definitely
the
not there
I think it's
anymore.
the 4th pick, I think.
It's third.
They're
It's third.
third.
Is it? Really?
yeah,
Fucking
They
Bill
would have
O'Brien
been- they would have
fucked
been the first
Texans so
team-
bad.
They would have been the first team since the late 80s to make the playoffs and have a top 3 pick if they had
would've.
won that last game.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. And you got Jimmy Garoppolo most likely on the move. Nobody really knows the status of Wentz anymore because of the coach firing. Because that's probably going to be a QB
Yeah, that's
battle.
all up in the air.
They think that from what Philly sports pundits are saying is that as much as Jeffrey Lurie said that this wasn't about Wentz, it was most definitely about Wentz. And so they take a $50 million cap hit if they let him go.
Jesus.
And they're already like 70 million on a cap hit. So you can't get
Yikes.
rid of them. And so the coaches are definitely new coach comes in, hopes they can revitalize Wentz to be the 2017.
Yeah.
I wonder if they can deal him out like how the Ravens did with what was that guy's name? Osweiler. Remember they like traded him to the Browns, but the Browns took like all of his cap hit
Mm-hmm.
and they gave him like a couple of first-round picks for it too, or like a 2nd-round pick or something.
Yeah, you can trade
Wonder if
cap
they
with
can deal-
trades.
Yeah, I wonder if they can deal out his cap. I don't know if anyone's gonna take that.
No,
But
I
There
don't
was-
think
maybe-
there's not
No,
many.
There's a-
I think when you fired Doug Peterson, you made it perfectly clear that you're keeping Carson Wentz. You couldn't keep them both, and you let the one go that you felt was ready to go.
Oh man,
Coaches are.
I think
I
they
see
fired
Carson
him. They
Wentz-
fired him pretty early.
I see Carson Wentz starting next year for the Eagles.
They didn't fire him early enough,
The big
No, he
reason
just won him a Super Bowl 2 years ago.
and he lost the locker room less than 2 years later.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a Super
No.
Bowl win gets you at least 3 years.
Frank, I think you're on mute. You might have muted yourself because I'm getting no audio. All right, this is the best. This is the best part of the show, everybody.
Yeah, the
we're-
Eagles segment and the Eagles fan isn't even talking.
What happened was the Eagles
That's a
organization. Frank's got the insider information, and they're just muting his mic. They hacked into his.
That's what it
computer.
is, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I follow a lot of the Eagles reporters on Twitter. They're also saying that Wentz wanted to pick his own guys, right, for coaches, like offensive coordinator, who he wanted to promote to defensive coordinator. And now, like, Jeffrey Lurie was like, not having it. After this year,
Okay.
you're going to
Yeah.
bring in the same guys that aren't going to make any kind of difference. Nope, get them out of here.
And they're saying ex-Texans coach Bill O'Brien will be potentially the new offensive coordinator for Alabama. So he's going back to college to ride the Saban
Yeah.
train
He ran the Texans organization into the ground.
into the.
Yeah,
What did
into
he do
the
before that,
dirt.
Frank?
Bill O'Brien, who was at Penn State, and then just kind of made the team look semi-good after the whole Paterno
Gibson.
scandal. Yeah, and then he's like, I'm going to leave now for an NFL job.
I mean, he pulled a Pete Carroll. The reparations were coming, and they were not allowed. And then he's like, "See you later. I'm going to NFL.
Yeah.
There ain't no punishment
Pete's a
over
piece
there.
of shit for that one. He's like deuces.
I don't
Fuck
want
you,
to.
Reggie.
Yeah.
So there was a rumor also that the Eagles were liking Adam Gase as their new head coach. Ugh.
You, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because he did so
Yeah, I read-
well with the
I read
Jets.
that
Because-
Yeah, he's proven.
They're saying
Yeah.
that Bill O'Brien, not Bill O'Brien. They're saying that Peterson's headed to the Jets. I doubt the Eagles hire a team.
Gase.
Do a flip flop.
I would 100% bet my
dude.
life on that, man. That's
the-
not going to happen. I'll tell
the
you what's more
most-
likely to happen. I read on the dark web that a potential trade between the Texans and the Patriots, because Robert Kraft is mad that his boy Tom Brady is still in the playoffs for another team, and he's mad about the fallout, that they would trade for Deshaun Watson and include Bill Belichick in the trade. I read that. I said that's
Fuck outta here.
crazy.
That is
but that's
not more likely than Adam Gase getting hired by the fucking Eagles, dude.
I think so. He's not gonna be a head coach.
I
Anymore.
want a full 5-minute apology if Adam Gase gets hired.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll play Frank's sad music to it.
There's no way the Patriots trade Bill Belichick. Get the
No.
fuck out of here.
No.
It was
The
also
only thing we have left.
Also, cue all the Lincoln Riley rumors about Philly trying to go out and get Lincoln Riley.
Oh yeah.
a lot of
But
coaches,
I don't think that happens.
a lot of coaches on the move.
Pro Football Focus said that the Eagles opening is the worst, like at the very bottom. Like coaches aren't going to want that position
Yeah, destinations to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see it.
because of
It was-
cap, because of player.
Wonder if there's any dark horse college coaches that would pop up into there just for like a chance that they wouldn't normally get in the NFL. Maybe they pop up into it just because, it's their
Yeah.
like opening door into the NFL.
I think if Sarkisian from Alabama goes to Texas and tears it up, I think we see him in the NFL in the next 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Let's not do another Chip Kelly experiment.
Oh yeah, Jesus. He ran a couple of franchises into the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the reason Colin Kaepernick's not in the NFL anymore. Had a shit playbook.
I will give
That
Chip
worked in
Kelly
Oregon.
credit.
But if you Google
Okay.
it does come up, the trade that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure. Also,
gross.
peanut butter on garlic bread also comes up. It doesn't mean a lot of people do it.
Hey man.
Wait,
Is that-
what?
is that
Peanut
good?
butter on
Is-
garlic bread.
Is that any good?
What is that?
Oh, it's something
Taylor
that-
loves to eat peanut butter on garlic bread and then dip it into his fucking spaghetti sauce.
dude, why you gotta
What?
roast me like that?
Is
Okay.
that any good?
It doesn't.
'Cause I'll try it.
Doesn't. You should try it. It doesn't improve the garlic bread at all. It's just like slathering
alright.
peanut butter onto garlic bread.
He just
It's
never lets it go,
okay.
He just never lets it go.
It's very okay.
I'm gonna die because I'm older than him first, and then I'm gonna have a tombstone, and then he's gonna go into my grave to file it and said this motherfucker put peanut butter on his garlic bread, and I'm like, dude,
I watched his father Brad get crackers and peanut butter and dip it into chili.
dude, that's good.
And I said, "What
I
the
would
fuck
try
are
it.
you doing?"
I like
and
I
then
like
Taylor's
peanut
like, "Oh,"
butter.
he's like, "How's it feel to be the minority here?" And I was like, "Dude, this is not normal.
Have
I
you ever
get-
had peanut butter on a burger? It's delicious.
I've had peanut butter on a burger. That's different.
Okay.
I get made
And it's
fun of
not
for
something.
ketchup
It's
on a
not
roast
something I'm
beef
gonna have all the
sandwich.
time.
That's gross,
Ketchup on a
dude.
roast
Put
beef.
ketchup
gross,
on a
Frank.
roast
Get the
beef.
fuck outta
Yeah,
here.
no.
Get the fuck out of here, Frank.
Fuck Frank.
Oh man, dude. Gross.
Uh,
Ketchup on roast beef, that ruins the roast beef.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't
Talking
think I
about
do
roast
anything
beef
weird like that.
slices.
Yeah.
Patrick
we-
like
Mahomes
deli
should
meat.
go have a catch-up party.
Yeah, like cold cuts.
what, you going to
Yeah.
Publix and ruining everyone's appetite?
Wawa.
Dude, Wawa subs are overrated.
No. Publix is
Wawa's
better. Pub
okay.
subs are better.
Any more hard takes before we wrap this up?
in
Peanut
the
butter
fo-
doesn't belong on garlic bread.
Okay. I'll write that down and think about it.
Trevor
Uh,
Lawrence is going to be average.
Yeah, you're high as a kite.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna lead his team to multiple AFC
If he's
championships.
as average as Zion is in the NBA, he's going to be a top 10 quarterback.
Hashtag Max Kellerman's on the show now, right?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm not
Take that
sold
fucking
on
beard
Mac
off,
Jones.
Max. I can see you under there.
Oh, Matt Jones.
Oh, Mac
is-
Jones, he's a little guy though, right? Isn't he only like
I feel
6
like
feet
he's
tall?
a product of his environment, all
100%.
a studded line, studded receivers. Like,
yeah, I mean, he
of
had a
course
wide
you're going to
receiver
be a
win the
good.
Heisman.
Move Alabama
of
to
course
the
you're gonna be
NFL.
good. You have all day to throw.
Move Alabama to the NFL and move the Jaguars down to college. Okay,
Or
that's how
Fields.
you make
Fields
it more
isn't-
exciting.
Fields. When does Ohio State produce a great quarterback in the NFL? Who's
To be
the last
completely
one?
honest, I can't think of a dope one.
I can't
mean,
either.
Look at Haskins, man. He's wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, JT Barrett.
oh, who's
Terrell Pryor. He
Terrell.
moved positions.
Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
a wide
Yeah.
receiver.
gross?
Troy Smith. He won a Heisman.
Let's look up last great Ohio State quarterback.
I mean,
Terrell Pryor was actually
It's
a pretty
Kirk
decent
Herbstreit, bro.
quarterback too.
Kirk Herbstreit was the last stud quarterback out of Ohio State.
Kirk Herbstreit, dude.
and he got knocked out against
He
Michigan.
got knocked the fuck out.
He got knocked
Oh,
out.
man.
Knocked out. What day is it? Because I just woke up. Where am I? Come back, Grandma. Oh man, but yeah, national championship game was boring. Didn't watch it. Didn't want any other team to win. So I wanted them to both lose, but that's not possible.
Yeah.
The enemy
I thought
that
it was
beat my
exciting, the
enemy
first
is still
half.
an enemy. I mean, to be honest, I'm a hater of Alabama, and the top
Mhm.
3 teams I hate: Alabama, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. Ohio State being number 1. So I definitely, I mean, you know, root for the Big Ten Conference, but I refuse to root for that school.
Same.
So I mean, if we lost, then hey, they weren't good enough, and if we won, great for the Big Ten. I'm not going to talk about it. Never going to talk about it ever again.
I hate the SEC too.
Yep. But
Not that great of a conference.
I mean, they got Alabama. That's all they got. They got Alabama. I mean, it's just like saying one conference has Clemson, one conference has
They had
Alabama.
63 players drafted to the NFL last year. The SEC as a whole.
Yeah, they're producing.
That's a whole football team.
Yeah. What, 55?
But you're
the
right.
roster?
They're not that good.
Yeah, that's a whole football team with
They're
some
not.
cuts. That's like a preseason
SEC's
team.
not.
Hard take Frank,
Go ahead.
dude. Max.
All right,
You know what the
Frank
best? You know what the
Kellerman.
best conference in
dinner
college
time
football is?
for
The
me.
MAC. The MAC.
That's wrong.
Hey, Western baby.
LOL, dude. Fire out chips. All right. We will wrap this show up. We'll upload it on Instagram on the Pick001 on YouTube, Twitter. You can follow us all on there. Watching the game at Earl's on Saturday. Pretty excited for that.
Woo!
Go
Oh
Pat,
yeah.
go. Go Pat,
Have
go,
fun, guys.
baby.
Go Bucks! Raise the flags.